Hello, and welcome to Yoga Nidra Meditation. I'm Vicki Van Horn. Nidra is a Sanskrit word meaning yogic sleep. It's a deep, conscious, guided rest practice in which you rotate your awareness throughout your body, your mind, and your breath. It's wonderful for helping to bring rest and restoration to the body and for addressing things like anxiety, depression, insomnia, and trauma. With me today are Bonita and Pat, and together we'll be walking you through this practice. Now, depending upon your body and the space you are in, there are a variety of props that might make this practice more comfortable for you, such as a yoga or fitness mat on the floor, or perhaps a large towel, blankets, and a bolster or a large pillow. For your safety, only do what you can do, no more and no less. If something feels inherently wrong that's being cued or instructed, by all means, do not do it. Simply sit, stay mindful, and just breathe. So let's get started. First, we're going to begin with some movement. This is to shift some energy around in the body and hopefully remove any unwanted distractions later when you come into full rest. So, if you are on a mat, let's come forward into a kneeling posture called tabletop. On an inhale, let your belly fall for the floor. Lift the back of the head, back of the hips, back of the shoulders, and just let your gaze look beyond your mat. As you exhale, round your back, scoop the hips gently under, let your chin come toward your chest. And on your breath, take a full breath in, coming into cow. Take an easy full breath out, coming in to cat. Take cat cow on your own for several rounds of breath. Now, if you are practicing in a chair, bring your hips to the edge of the seat. Reach your sternum or breastplate forward and gather your shoulder blades around the upper spine, bringing just a little arch to the back. Maybe your gaze goes up the wall in front of you just slightly. As you exhale, round your back, let your breastplate sink into the center of your body. Let your chin melt comfortably towards your chest. And just as on a mat, if seated in a chair, take those two postures back and forth on your breath, inhaling as you come into cow and exhaling as you come into cat. Finish the round of breath that you're on and come back to your tabletop neutrally or your seated position. From here, we're going to move into child's pose or puppy if you're on the floor. And in a moment, we'll come back to Pat and look at child's pose in a chair. So if you're on your mat from that tabletop position, bring your knees wide, perhaps as wide as your mat if you're on one. Bring the big toe knuckles together behind you. And when you're ready, exhale, let your hips hug back towards your heels. From here, stack your fists and bring your forehead to rest on your top fist. Take a moment to settle in and just breathe, feeling the breath flow from your nose to your navel and your navel to your nose. If this position of wide kneed child's pose is not comfortable for you, consider coming into extended puppy instead. So, coming back out of your child's pose, walking your hands forward a hand width, curl the toes under, press your hips back, and walk or slide your hands forward, coming into extended puppy. Stay here for 3 or 4 rounds of breath and just breathe. If you are practicing in a chair, bring your hips to the back of the seat, bring your feet underneath your knees, and with stacked blankets and or a large pillow in your lap, Notice where your hips are and hinge forward from your hips, laying your front body fully out on the top surface, turning your head to the left or the right, wrapping your arms around the blankets and or pillows, and just breathe. Take one more round of breath wherever you are, and when you're ready, lift up and out, coming back to a comfortable seat. An important part of this practice is to bring your body into a fully comfortable position. So, next, we want to find your restful space. If you're practicing on a floor, let's take a look at Bonita's mat first. This practice differs from lying in bed in that we want the spine to be completely neutral. To create that for Bonita and for you at home, we want to take a blanket and open it up into a rectangular shape. Roll the long edge of the blanket and lay it on your mat so that there is cushion behind the head and a blanket roll to fill in the space behind the neck. Bonita, could you bring your hips to the center and bring your neck to the roll? Great. One way to bring some neutralization to the low back is to bring something under the knees. So I'll place this bolster under Bonita's knees. If you don't have a bolster at home, you can use a large pillow or a few rolled blankets. And last, this is not a practice in which you're going to want to be cold. So if you know that your body becomes chilled when you are at rest for more than 5 minutes, take a moment to place a blanket on top of your body and make sure you are completely warm. If you would prefer to take this practice on a sofa or on a bed, you can also do that. We'll set Pat up here on our bench. Again, we'd like to have just a little bit of padding behind the head. So Pat's going to lay some blanket, very thin layer of blanket behind his head. Once he comes into a reclining position, placing a weighted blanket or something across the hips and or the legs and torso. Now from here, we'll make any last minute adjustments to move the body in any way that would help us to be more comfortable. Then start to bring your body into complete stillness. Notice what that stillness is affording you in the way of raised awareness. Check in with your feet, your ankles, and your legs. Allow your ankles to fall gently out to the left, to the right. Bring your hands comfortably away from your body. Invite your left side to mirror your right, and the right side of your body to mirror the left. And if you could be just a bit more comfortable, make any necessary adjustments. Just witness your body breathing cool air through the nose and exhaling warm air through the nose. As we begin this practice of Yoga Nidra, begin to notice your senses. Notice the sounds all around and within your body, the sounds that are near, the sounds that are far, the sounds outside of your body, the sounds within. Allow all the sounds that you hear to blend into a backdrop as if a soundtrack to your present moment. Notice the gentle touch of air on any exposed skin. Feel the natural weight of your body resting on the ground, the sofa, or the bed. Notice the sensations on the inside of the body. Now begin to recall an intention, your why for your practice. Some quality, word, phrase, or internal mind's eye image that invites you into a sense of calm, peace, or betterment. Now we'll begin to move your awareness throughout your body. First, bring your awareness to the sensations in your face. Notice your chin and your jaw, teeth and tongue, your entire mouth. Sense your cheekbones, nose, eyes and eyebrows, forehead, your entire jaw, mouth, and face. Soft, released. Bring your awareness to the sensations of your left ear, your right ear, both ears at the same time, your left eye, eyebrow, temple, your entire left eye. Travel your awareness to your right eye, eyebrow, cheekbone, temple, your entire right eye. Notice the sensations in your left ear, right ear, back of the head, crown of the head, the natural weight of your head, neck, and shoulders. Notice the natural weight of your head, neck, and shoulders. Sense your left arm, hand, fingers, right arm, hand, fingers, both arms, collarbones, upper back, ribs, front and back, belly, lower back, Your entire torso, heavy, effortless, released on your mat, released on the surface you're on. Hips, front and back. Guide your awareness to the sensations of your left leg, left knee, ankle, foot, and toes. Right leg, knee, ankle, foot, and toes. Sense both legs at the same time. The entire back side of the body, the entire front, your left side, and your right. Allowing yourself to be exactly as you are. Invite your body to breathe itself, just the natural flow of breath as it moves from your nose to your navel, navel to nose. Sense any qualities of smoothness. Sense the continuous nature of your breath as the air flows in and the air flows out. Notice any sensations of coolness in the body. Notice sensations of warmth. Notice both coolness and warmth at the same time. Notice sensations of heaviness. Notice where in your body you feel lightness. Notice both heaviness and lightness at the same time. And in your internal mind's eye, begin to visualize a place of peace, perhaps a favorite place in nature, any image that helps you to feel at ease and more like yourself. Begin to once again recall your intention for your practice. Welcome that intention into your body, your mind, your breath. Search your heart and mind for a point of gratitude. Gently begin to deepen your breath, allowing this deepening of your breath to be the first movement you welcome back into your body. Invite some small movements back into your fingers, into your toes, growing that movement into your wrists, ankles, arms, and legs. Move in any way that feels pleasing, right, good, and intuitive to you. Emerging from this practice in your own way. And when you're ready, with as little effort as possible, roll onto your favorite side. Take a moment to notice how your body feels different, breathing on your side. Enjoying these last few moments of your practice. And when you're ready, slowly and mindfully begin to lift yourself up and out of your reclining position back to a comfortable, supported seat. Taking your time, sitting well wherever you are. After you have fully come out of your practice, you may notice that you feel particularly restful and ready for more rest. Or you may feel refreshed, clear headed, and productive. Either way is normal. Be sure that you give yourself plenty of time to awake from this practice before resuming your normal activities. On behalf of myself, Bonita, and Pat, thank you for taking some time for yourself and exploring this practice of Yoga Nidra. Namaste.